And we're back. I'm with a very, very special individual, part of an amazing family, but really representing families all over Israel. It's Sarit Elkoby, and she's here to share a very special story that I know all of you are going to be interested in, and everyone wants to help an organization just like this. And you'll see why, because Sarit is going to tell us where she's from and who she is and why we're speaking to each other. Sarit.
Hi, how are you?
Great, great. So you're actually in Israel. I'm heading to Israel, but you're heading to America. And you're not
That's
coming
right.
alone. You're coming with a very special group. So tell me about your family, because it is a story which everyone needs to hear.
Okay, so my name is Sarit Elkoby. I'm 38 years old. I live in Haifa together with my 5 children. My husband, my very special husband, he was a lieutenant colonel. He was a lieutenant in the army, in the IDF. He was a commander of the 630 battalion in the division of Gaza. And unfortunately, he was killed in Gaza in February the 12th, 2024. And as I said, we have 5 children. Our oldest is Anael. She is 13 years old. Next, we have Avishag. She will actually celebrate Bat Mitzvah soon, within 4 months. Next, we have Talia. She is 9 years old. And we have twin boys, Aviad and Aviatar, and they're 5 years old. Yeah.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about the circumstances. He was in Miluim. He was a soldier. He was called back into the army.
My husband was in Miluim, yeah. He used to do over 120 days in the army during the year because of because he was a commander. And actually the Miluim was always a part of our life. I mean, we saw him on in uniforms all the time. He was a chef in the real life. He was a chef.
Mm.
And the army was probably the biggest love of his life ever. And we've been together since we were 17 years old, since we were in high school. And I knew the day he joined the army, I knew that he will fall in love with it. He was the kind of person that he was always the first one to get to everywhere and the last one to leave, because if someone needs him, he will be there, and he will do everything he can to help others, especially when it comes to his beautiful country that he loves so much.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is what he grew up on. His father was also a commander in the army, and he learned from him to the love to the country and everything. It was something that everybody who looked at him on uniform, they said, like, oh my God, it's in his soul, it's in his blood, it's there all the time. And even his young soldiers, because he was a commander, this is every time I meet them, they say we cannot even express how much we saw in his eyes, the love to the country, and how much he had such a big heart that gave everybody else everything he could. And his name was Netanel, and in Hebrew it says the gift of God. And I remember my mother-in-law, she was always very proud that they gave him the exact name that was talking about his character, because he was all about giving all the time, even until the last moment of his life, and he gave his life actually to Israel.
Is that a picture of his father in the back? I see there's a photograph.
It's a picture of him, of
Oh,
my
that's
husband.
him. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
also.
Can you see the picture?
This is him.
Yeah, oh, okay. He's a young guy, good-looking guy. Wow, wow, that's Netanel. That's amazing. Was
Hmm.
he ever afraid? Was he ever apprehensive to go into the army? Or he said, no,
Never,
this is my responsibility. This is what I
never,
need.
never. No, never. I can tell you that I never spoke with him about the fears that I had through these years, because Israel have known so many operations, and you know and every single time, all over and over again, I never spoke with him about how I feel about it. He knew that I'm worried about him and his safety. But actually, in this war, it was the first and only time that I spoke with him. Excuse me, בנות,
Norn.
לחדר, 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 לא להרעיש, לא להרעיש.
They're excited. They're getting ready for Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're excited, and I'm stressed out.
You're stressed,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so you're saying about the fears. You never really spoke about.
Yeah, and actually, I never really spoke with him about it. But in this time, I remember, I remember the last day that he was home, and the day before he got the phone call about this mission in Gaza, and it was I believe 2 weeks before before they were supposed to come back home and finish with that round of the mission. And I remember that time, that phone call, that since he got that call, I was someone else. I remember telling him that I can't recognize myself, and that I'm scared. And why should he get there for the second time into Gaza? And he's supposed to come home, and we're waiting for him, and I'm worried, and we have kids. And he said, he called me mommy. It's like sweetie. And he said, we have to be there. We have to be more significant to our country,
Wow. Wow.
and do whatever it takes. He never thought about himself, and he knew that there is a price that we as a family could pay if something happens to him. And I know that the same way he wanted to come back home to us, he wanted to be there for Israel. So it's like it's very hard to even give these emotions a name, because at the beginning, I was even kind of mad at him. Like, you're supposed to choose us. You need to come home, and you've made your job already, and there are many others that can volunteer and do for Israel, but no, it's not. It wasn't an option. And I remember the time that he was standing in the door before he left, and then I told him for the last time that he's very significant to our family. And he was like, he was looking down. He couldn't even look at my eyes, because he knew that something could happen. And to be honest with you, the last time that he left the house, I knew that he was not coming back.
Wow.
I knew. I could feel it. I could feel it. And the day that he was killed, I was just waiting for the call. Seriously, the minute I knew that there was the explosion that killed him, I knew that there was something happening there. And the minute I heard about it, I just knew that it's the end. He's not coming back.
So
And
I
it's hard.
think, yeah, I think that many people in America who are going to see this interview are saying to themselves, you know what? There were so many heroes. There were so many people that sacrificed, whether with their lives or with injuries, both physical and emotional or mental injuries that are going to last a lifetime. But people are saying, okay, maybe the war's over. It's done. There are organizations that are saying the war's not over. The war will never be over, because you have families that have been affected by this forever. And
Correct.
I remember when I met Mendy Koenig. He came to our community in Boca Raton not too long ago. And I immediately sensed a connection, even though this guy didn't speak a word of English and my Hebrew is not that great. but Mendy automatically told us that he has a very special organization. It's called Menucha Ve'Yeshua, and they're there to go and support and help families just like yours who have been through very similar circumstances. There's almost like a new club to join, which is a club no one wants to be part of, but it's the
Yes.
families that have lost soldiers, that have lost husbands, that have lost children, and he brings them together, brings you together for Shabbatons all over Israel. And I have so many things I want to talk to you about this organization, but what struck me so much, and what I hope everyone hears, is that you would think that who's the guy that's going to represent this organization? It's going to be some guy, he's going to put on a kippah sruga, maybe he's not wearing any kippah, maybe he's some Israeli, he's someone that wants to help, maybe he himself was in the army and he wants to help other families. He's a chassidish guy. You got a strimal on. And he stood up in our shul in Boca Raton, and he told us what he is doing for soldiers, and no one could believe it. And it's not only that he's doing it for soldiers and their families, but he's doing it for such a diverse group. It's not only Dati, it's not only Chiloni, it's everyone together. And when we see
That's
that
right.
it's possible with all of the challenges that Israel's facing, this side or that side, you see a bright little spark. You see someone that's actually making a difference. A Hasidic guy says, I can go and help, and I can support the widows, the people that have lost some of their members of their own family. It's amazing. So I know Disney because I'm from Florida. Some say that Disney is the best place on earth. Orlando. I think Israel's the best place on earth. Maybe Disney is a close second, probably not. But you and your family, your children are coming to Orlando. Why are you coming to Disney World?
Wow. So first, let me start with what you started with. Menucha Ve'Yeshua. Actually, we met them for the first time. It was, I think, about 2 months after my husband died. They invited us for their Shabbat of Koach that they had. And this was the first time we met Mendy and all his crew, his wonderful crew. And to be honest with you, I came there because I had no physical powers to make a Shabbat. Seriously, it was like, okay, let's pack and go and be there, and the kids will have a good time, and then we'll come back home. And I was whelmed, seriously, from what I saw there. I mean, and there was such a great crew that took care of everything, including great food, of course, and activities for the kids, and the lectures for the adults, and the show, and the. I was seriously, I was shocked of how it was, and I had the chance to meet other widows and their families, and to be in this kind of circle that I am in. And it really was a Shabbat of Koach. It gave us strength. That's what it was. And I remember that I was like, okay, thank you so much for everything. And I didn't think that the relation will go on. We will keep in touch and everything, but they're here all the time. And not only in Shabbat, in Chagim, every single time and every Chag we have a delivery. We get a delivery from them, with the candies for the kids and the bottle of wine and especially very warm words from them to us, and how much they appreciate everything that we made, and who we are, and they're amazing. And what you said about Mandy, and Mandy is a very, very, very special man. Mandy and his wife Brachi, that he's traveling all the time to make everything here possible for us. And Brachi is home with their kids, and I appreciate her so much for this. First of all, and you said that you didn't expect him to be Mandy, this kind of a man with the strimmel and everything, and he has such a good heart. and
Right.
such good eyes that he welcomed everyone. You can see them, you can see their religious men and non, and everyone. Seriously, all the Israeli environment is there. And I know how hard he works all the time, only to make sure that we are okay and we will be always surrounded by love, and to make the kids happy. He is there all the time. And this trip right now, it's like, my kids are like, they're counting the hours to the flight tonight, and they're like, oh my god, we'll be there in Disney and everything. They know the characters from the TV and everything, and they're like so excited to be there. And to be honest, me too, it will be my first time too, so I'm
We're
excited
excited
also.
too. You deserve it.
Yeah.
Have your kids been
Yeah.
to
And
America before?
I was in Mexico last year. Yeah. Yeah, and it was the first time I traveled so far. And I'm really excited for this trip also.
You
Yeah.
traveling as a group together, or is everyone flying
Yeah.
themselves?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we're flying as a group. I think we're flying about 40 families or something. It's a very
Wow.
big trip. Yeah, it's amazing, and they took care of everything. The pillows to the neck for the flight, and
Wow.
the chargers to the phones, and the games to the kids, and everything that I had to think in myself. What things that I need to bring with me. They thought about it already, and they're amazing. Seriously, they're making such a good work to make us happy and comfortable, and to get some relief.
That's
And that's
great.
amazing.
So I think for so
Yeah.
many people that are going to be watching this, they're saying to themselves right now, how can I make a difference? You can make a difference right here. Sarit, her children, her beautiful kids are going on a Shabbaton, the Shabbaton of a lifetime, not to have fun. It's because of the challenges that they've been through. You just need a break. You need a break. You need to catch your breath. And this is an opportunity for people to be involved. Everyone, doesn't make a difference where you are, can help an organization like this. And the only thing that I would love everyone just to meet Mendy, because I think, like you said, when you see him, you don't see a person, you don't see a strimel, you see a heart. And I call him my brother
Exactly.
because he really is, he's like a brother. We don't look alike. In any world, we wouldn't be friends, but we are, because we all have that capacity. We all have that deep inside of us where there's something called achdut. You can call it achdus. You can call it unity. We're one people. We're not just a people. We're a family. And you know what families do? When someone's hurting, families help one another. We are all there for each other. Kol Yisrael Revim Zeh B'Zeh. And the only thing that I'm upset about is that I can't join you on this trip. I think I'm going to change my trip to Israel now. I'm going to come back to join you. That sounds like an amazing thing. Well, I want to thank you. And is there anything else you want to add that we can throw in here,
Yes,
or?
I do. I will add a little thing. I can tell that you know we are now going to this trip, and we will have probably a great time, I'm sure. But then we will come back to our life and our reality.
Right.
And as you said, the war is probably coming to its end, but our life will never be the same again. And even when the war will end, the war that we're dealing with every single day, and the lack of my husband the life of my children and in mine, it will never. This is something that will no one can ever make up to us. But what this amazing organization is making is so warming, and so filling our hearts with joy, and we're so grateful for this. And my husband, um, he was always about, as I said, giving, and he has this kind of sentence that he always said it, and he lived through this. It was like a motto to him. And in Israel, in Hebrew, you say it, "Osim הכי טוב, עוד קצת ומעבר." And in English, it's like, you do your best, a little more and beyond. This is what he used to say all the time. And I can honestly say that I feel that Mandy and his crew and Menucha Ve'Yeshua is doing the exact same thing.
Well,
They did their best, a little more and beyond, to make us happy and to let us feel that they're here for us all the time. And I'm so grateful for this.
well, Netanel, the gift of
Mhm.
God, he gave, he paid the ultimate sacrifice, and now everyone else has a chance to give as well and support an organization like this. And support, it's not an organization, it's families. You're supporting families and you're helping people, people just like Sarit. So thank you so much, Sarit. I got to go catch a flight to Israel. So I will hopefully see you on the other side. Early Mazal Tov and your daughter's bat mitzvah, 4 months. Countdown, right? Has begun. And God willing, we'll see each other in Israel.
Have a great flight and
Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah, I want to see you guys. First of all, we have each other's WhatsApp now. So send me pictures and videos from the flight. I want to see what's going on.
Okay. No problem.
Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.